Good evening, and welcome to the White Shul's 101st dinner, Baruch Hashem, where we look forward to a second century of giving to our amazing Kehillah and Klal Yisrael, untold opportunities to learn, to daven, and to grow for each one of us. Mazel tov and thank you to our esteemed honorees, Ruchi and Mati Schwartz, Avital and Nasi Zuber, for graciously agreeing to be the focus of attention. Not easy for such anivistika people to help our shul. Though I don't have time to mention everybody who helped and worked on this dinner, I would like to mention our diligent office staff, Chana Berger, Malki Jacobowitz, Rabbi Stuart Olshin. Also, Gitti Neufeld, Yechiel Zlotnick, and of course, Rabbi Feiner, Rabbi Newberger, Nisano Feller, and Tuvia Silverstein, who were always at the forefront of every shul endeavor. And of course, the wonderful women who are behind our amazing Rabbanim, Rebbitzin Feiner and Rebbitzin Newberger, who take care of the home front with such mesiras nefesh and give up so much and have such a huge chelek in all their husbands' efforts for the klal. Thank you. We thank Hashem for the continued presence of our dear matriarch, Rebbitzin Shirley Pelkovitz. At this time, I'd like to call upon Captain Timothy Schultz from the 101st Precinct as we give him our Hakaras Hatov.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Captain Timmy Schultz, Commanding Officer of the 101st Precinct here in Far Rockaway. I just want to take a minute to congratulate the White Shul on its 101st anniversary. It's an honor to be a community partner. We've had a great working relationship over the years. I want to congratulate Rabbi Feiner. I know this shul has continued to grow under his leadership. He's been a great community partner with us and the entire peninsula. So it's just a great honor to be here tonight, and I want to congratulate the shul again on its 101st anniversary. Thank you.
I would also like to acknowledge Rabbi Raful from our Sephardi Minyan. We have an action-packed program, so let's get into it. Please draw your attention to the screens for our feature presentation.
The mission of the White Shul is to be the spiritual nucleus of the community.
It's coming together to learn, to daven, to grow, but it's with your family. It's about having a community. It's about having the entire background to your Torah learning, to who you are as a Jew.
We are your one-stop shop, making sure that you have a healthy, dynamic relationship with the Rebbeinu Shalom.
101 we've just begun means to me that there's so much ahead. People are moving in, people are coming to the White Shul. We really haven't even hit the tip of the iceberg.
We're based on a solid foundation of the past, and now we're continuing that mission that the shul started with.
I've been here since I'm a young girl. My father was bar mitzvah here. His father davened here. And I'm so happy that my children have an opportunity to be here and make memories of their own.
To a certain degree, our 101st year is our first year because we look at the needs of our members of a community right now, and we meet them where they are.
I wouldn't be in Far Rockaway if it wasn't for the White Shul. It's a huge defining part of our lives.
I moved back to Far Rockaway, and that first Shabbos, I just remember walking into the White Shul and kind of feeling like I was home.
It doesn't matter where you come from, but it's about where we're all going together. There's a sense of responsibility and commitment for growth, for learning, for davening.
And once you come in and you start the growth continues exponentially. Builds on itself.
This is where the community comes to meet the Rebbeinu Shalom.
We have minyanim around the clock, mincha marv throughout the day. The ballroom is packed just about every weekend and every night with another simcha or another event. Everybody ends up at the White Shul.
There's everything here, and everybody feels like it's a home for them.
The main shul is hopping. Rabbi Feiner's drasha is off the charts every single week.
I daven in Rabbi Neuberger's minyan, which is blossoming with so much youth and excitement and energy. It's something that I look forward to every single week.
Our minyan, Baruch Hashem, is thriving. The boys are just unbelievably steiging from the davening over there. I have boys from Yeshiva Katan of Long Island, from Yeshiva Far Rockaway, Darkei Torah, all over the map, and we enjoy having them, each and every one of them, very much.
We are now, Baruch Hashem, restarting Rabbi Chaim Lita, Gewaldik, Roshins. You have our Sephardi minyan, Eitot Mizrach, davening, and the Beit Midrash Sephardi with Rabbi Rafal Shlita.
We include every single type of Jew, and the warmth and the communal feel that one has during the davening, during the Kiddush, during the Shiurim, really makes everyone feel like they're part of something very special.
The Shiurim in the White Shul are unbelievably fantastic. It expands intellectually our knowledge. It inspires us to grow.
We'll have a Gemara shir every single night for those that want to sit and learn Gemara more be'iyim. We have a Chumash shir on Thursday night. We have a Daf Yomi.
Tremendous Yeshakayach to Rabbi Loza Kanner Shlita, and of course to Matty Cohn. Anyone who walks by Rabbi Loza Kanner's Daf Yomi knows it's going to be exciting, it's going to be dynamic. There'll be Machamto Shotayra.
The Arucha Chabura is truly amazing. Baal Batim come twice a week at night to learn in depth the sugyas that literally affect them in their business lives every single day.
The Sunday morning Smicha Halacha program that Rabbi gives is hands down the highlight of my week. It's just opened up our lives into a world of Torah that we never would have had before.
The shiurim are recorded, so if you can't access it live, you can access the shiurim through many different platforms. It has impacted everyone's life.
All those endless youth programs that the shul has are really a centerpiece of our children's lives.
Our youngest, rain or shine, she's bright and early, always ready to go.
There is always programming, whether it's Chol Hamoed, whether it's Hanukkah, whether it's the Avos Ubanim program. The kids flock to the White Shul because they know that there's going to be the most exciting thing going on, and they don't want to miss it.
It helps inculcate a lot of the values that the shul has, continuing with our children as far as chinuch and the importance of the shul as a center of our lives.
The women are the backbone behind the shul, and the programming that they run is an incredibly important part of the growth that so many of the women experience within the shul as well.
Both Rebbetzins have a tremendous impact on all the women in the shul, whether it's a shir by Rebbetzin Feiner, whether it's the Shalach Manas on Purim.
Making sure that we are more than just a room where people come to daven, but we are a family.
I feel that the White Shul is not only a place with two rabbis fulfilling their rabbinical duties, but it's really a yeshiva with two Rosh Yeshivas providing the proper insight and growth for every single type of person, no matter where they come from and how much time that they have.
They are gold sheba gold. Each in their own way has had a tremendous impact on me individually, every member of my family, every member of this community.
They're leaders in the true sense of the word. They're people that you look at and you want to be like.
There's no question that the White Shul, as what it is today, is due to Rabbi Feiner and Rebbetzin Feiner.
His genuine care for every single Jew, it's an amazing thing to watch. My own children look at him and they mamish think that he's a malach.
Really, one of the highlights of working here at the White Shul is we have Rabbi Moti Neuberger. What a treat.
It's so special to have a Rav in your life who really, really cares about you and wants you to grow in every facet of life.
Rabbi Hillel Adler now, who takes care of our minyan on the hour, does a truly fantastic job. Rabbi Moshe Yosef Blan says Aloha Shir in the morning. And of course, Rabbi Elio Raful. And now the Mashpia Rav at our Sephardi minyan and his Eishes Chayil.
For my family and I, it has been an utmost privilege to come to the White Shul trying to help everybody personally with their own needs.
The Rebbitzins are incredible and so special. You know that they're a world of Torah, but they're so relatable and they want to make a connection and somehow make you feel comfortable, like you're talking to a close friend.
I always feel a certain pride to say that I belong to the White Shul and I've grown in the White Shul, and no matter where I'll be, I'll always be a part of the White Shul.
It's made it not that we just live in Far Rockaway. We're part of a kehillah and a community that's irreplaceable in so many ways.
The White Shul is my home. The White Shul is my family's home. I cannot wait for what the future holds because we have literally just begun.
We have just begun. We're going to build. We're going to continue building. Hein Begashmi is a new building, a new Beis Medrash, more shiurim, more activities for the youth, for people of all ages, men, women. And you're always welcome to come by anytime of day or night to join in the learning and davening with the most incredible, unbelievable mishpacha on the planet.
The White Shul is blessed with two world-class Rabbanim. Our Moreh D'Asra, Rabbi Feiner, is well known and sought after literally worldwide. Our associate Rav Matti Neuberger, is also acquiring a stellar reputation for himself, and for good reason, way beyond the White Shul. He gives numerous shiurim daily on many topics, which is Talmidim, of which I am one of, Baruch Hashem, really love and appreciate his amazing breadth of knowledge and clear delivery. He is also an amazing speaker and has a great sense of humor and is such a special and caring person. It is my zechus to introduce our beloved associate Rav Matti Neuberger.
Shul Moreh D'Asra. B'Rishus the honorees. B'Rishus Kol HaKol HaKodesh Hazeh. Allow me to begin by first expressing my heartfelt hakaras hatov to the officers of the shul and to the dinner committee who have put an endless amount of time, effort, and energy in everything that we are experiencing tonight and that we experience throughout the year. But tonight, I believe, is a unique celebration. Tonight, we're celebrating more than just an ordinary dinner where we celebrate the achievements and the accomplishments of a single year. But tonight, it's a night where we're celebrating the 101st anniversary of a shul. And I think the 101st anniversary of anything, but particularly of our shul, is highlights perhaps what it is, the secret to our success, what it is that makes our shul so unique. You see, we know that there's extreme significance in the number 101. 101 reflects in Chazal a certain expression of love, a certain expression or obsession with success, with growth. Chazal, of course, tell us, Eino doime mishishoyne pirkei meya ve'echad pa'amim. You can't compare someone who learned something 100 times to someone that learned something 101 times. Eino doime. Because 100 times means that you were exceeding, you were reaching shleimus. You were striving to meet a specific goal. But when a person exceeds that and he says, I still can't close the Gemara, and he goes on to the 101st time, what he's expressing is an insatiable thirst, a desire to grow more and more and more. 101 represents and reflects an aspect of our shul which is unique and becoming more unique. It represents our ability to look at our institution, look at our shul, look at our makom kadosh, and realize that we've grown with Klal Yisrael. B'derech hateva, b'derech ha'olam, an institution, a moisad, is established by individuals with a vision, with a picture, and that a vision and picture remains the same. And throughout the years, throughout the doiros, the institution remains static, but as we know well, Klal Yisrael changes. And the challenges of Klal Yisrael changes. And they develop. And their needs are different. And all too often that forces a moisad to be distant from those that it's serving. 101 represents our ability to adapt, to meet Klal Yisrael where Klal Yisrael needs to be met, to change with the times, to confront the challenges that are unique to our generation. But Rabbi say there's another 101. Shlomo HaMelech tells us, Tzi'ilach be'ikvei hatzoin. Tzi'i gematria 101. Tzi'ilach be'ikvei hatzoin, says the Vilna Gaon. Shetelchu b'derech sheholchu hakadoshim shelifanecha. Tzi'i loch be'ikvei hatzoin, 101, you're 101, can't just be change, renewal, rebirth. It can't just be modifying, altering for the times. It has to be tzi'i loch be'ikvei hatzoin. It has to be infused with the principles, the values, b'derech sheholchu hakadoshim shehoyu lifanecha, tze'i loch be'ikvei hatzoin. And this is what we are celebrating tonight. That a moisad, a Beis Knesset, was established 100 years ago. And last year we celebrated 100 years of accomplishments, but tonight we're saying we're not finished. We're starting anew, we're refreshing, we're adapting, we're changing, we're meeting Klal Yisrael where they need to be met, but we're doing it b'tzi'i, tzi'i loch be'ikvei hatzoin, b'derech avoseinu, hakedoshim shaholchu lifaneinu. This is what makes our shul so beloved, so special. In a generation which has opted for the monolithic, homogeneous shul, the shul where everyone's like me, everyone shares my opinions, everyone's from the same place that I'm from. We've managed to build upon the Klal Yisrael, what was, and to keep it as our foundation. Not to cast it aside for what is now in style, but to take those principles, that hard work, cherish it, value it, and build upon it. Tzi'ilach be'ikvei hatzoin. Now, Rabbi Yisai, this comes with challenge, as you know. It comes with cynicism. It's difficult sometimes to have to share a table with someone you disagree. Someone whose worldview is so drastically different than yours. But each and every one of us here tonight knows that that's what makes us who we are. That I'm able to come to a shul Shabbos morning and daven together with Ashkenazim and Sfardim. I'm able to daven with a young man who just got married, grew up his whole life in the 5 towns. But to share a tefillah with a Mr. Samit who escaped Mauthausen. To be exposed to a Rabbi Lehrer who met the Rav Elchanan Wasserman. Tzi'iloch be'ikvei hatzoin. It's challenging. It's difficult. But oh, is it worth it? Rabbi say this is the message of Parshas Bamidbar. Because one reading through Parshas Bamidbar is perplexed not only by the significance that the Torah places on the countings, but the redundancy, the repetition. We count Klal Yisrael as their Shvatim. The Torah enumerates in great detail the numbers of Klal Yisrael. But then the Torah has to go and repeat how Klal Yisrael camped, and once again summarize the numbers. Ishal digloi be'oisais leveis avois. Pretty basic mathematics. Take the Shvatim, the number that you had before, add it up, and you have the Machana. But the Torah isn't satisfied with us just knowing the number. The Torah goes through again the entire minyan, the entire Pekudim. Ishal digloi be'oisais leveis avois. And one has to wonder, why is it so important to repeat yet again? The answer is because being counted in Klal Yisrael wasn't merely being given a number. Being counted in Klal Yisrael was an experience. It meant a Yid came in front of Moshe Rabbeinu, says the Ramban. Moshe Rabbeinu's eyes locked with his eyes. B'chavod u'v'gedula. Moshe Rabbeinu said, this is your tafkid. This is your tachlis. These are your koiches. This is what you could accomplish. This is what you add. And every member of Klal Yisrael was given their unique tachlis, their unique tafkid. What they bring to Klal Yisrael. But then the Rebbeinu Shalom comes and says, realize that your number, your tachlis, your tafkid is only meaningful in as much as it fits into the beautiful tapestry that is Klal Yisrael. Fits into the beautiful mosaic, as Yeshaya Novi says, V'samti karkoid shimshaysayech. Klal Yisrael are compared to a beautiful artwork, a tapestry made of beautiful stones. And each member of Klal Yisrael is a unique stone with a unique purpose, a unique vision, a unique tachlis. But realize that that stone fits into a much bigger picture. Ve'asu karkoid shimshaysayech. Realize that you're a piece of a much bigger puzzle. You're a piece of a much bigger picture, a much more beautiful tapestry, a beautiful mosaic. That's what we celebrate tonight. That we look around our shul and yes, we're different. But that's what makes us so beautiful. But like any mosaic, any beautiful tapestry is only as beautiful as the artisan who weaved it. Every member of Klal Yisrael was given a mission. Every member of Klal Yisrael was given a tafkid, and they were encouraged, they were infused and inspired by a Moshe Rabbeinu telling them, this is your chashivas. Se'u es roish, lifting them up, saying, look what you could accomplish. And our tapestry as well, Rabbi Sai, was woven by the greatest of artisans. Our tapestry is woven by our own Moshe Rabbeinu, who meets each and every one of us where we have to be met, who's with each and every one of us, holding our hand in good times and in bad. And with his smile, he's Se'u es Rosh. He lifts us up. He encourages us, and he tells us what we could be. It is our beautiful tapestry, our mosaic that we're celebrating tonight. But perhaps the most important agenda for this evening is being makir tov to that artisan who has so beautifully and seamlessly woven it together. I thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Rabbi Neuberger. Please direct your attention to the video screens.
With Siyata Dishmai, we had to come up this year with All-Stars for the Young Leadership Award, and boy, did we pick right. You want to envision what it means to have a dynamic duo that does so much, not only in the shul, not only the role model parents they are to their wonderful children, they open up their homes to Rabbanim, they open up their homes, and they want to share it with everybody else. This is a Nasi who, yeah, he might be working during the day. He is steiging at Shar Yoshev, steiging in the White Shul, learning at every possible opportunity that he can.
His commitment to Talmud Torah every single night, not just Kivei Itim, but you could see that that is the V'chai B'him. He took a time off to go move to Eretz Yisrael for a few weeks to sit and learn in the Mir Yeshiva, because he knows that that's his life source. The way that Mrs. Zuber raises the family, every single aspect of that home is done with a cheshbon.
The White Shul is very special for us. Everybody's excited to be there. The davening led by Rabbi Yanki Brazil is super special. The drushes, the kiddush, the achdus that happens in the room is something that you don't really see anywhere else.
Thank you to those of you who daven at the White Shul. Thank you for making it such a welcoming, warm place for us, and that we felt that we had somewhere to belong to when we joined the community.
Whenever I go on a business trip, I always get a text from Rabbi Neuberger. Is there anything that we could help your family with? How's your trip going? If there's ever a business shiloh that comes up, I give him a call any time of the day, text him any time of the day, and I get a very nice discussion going, a good answer.
There's Rebbetzin Feiner and Rebbetzin Neuberger, who both make it such a personal experience. They're always there to say hello and make you feel welcome. And there's a general desire to make everyone happy and make everyone feel included.
When we're coming together at this dinner, we're not just simply supporting a shul or a minyan on the hour. What we're really supporting is the central hub of the community. The same way we have Shar Yoshev, Darchei Torah, Yeshiva for Rockaway, and other Meises Satira. The White Shul is a core part of this community. It's been around for over a century. I think that reflects that the Eibishter used this place as something more permanent and a big part of Klal Yisrael.
We ask Mr. and Mrs. Zuber to come up to accept. We present to Avital and Nossi Zuber, the young leadership honorees who epitomize Emor Me'at Va'asei Harbei, the White Shul 101st annual dinner. Be'ezus Hashem, B'zuchus Harabim, should be oimid l'chaim l'netzach nitzachim.
at this time, I have a surprise. Actually, 2 surprises. You are all aware that this beautiful ballroom has evolved into our community's main and most beautiful simcha venue. And indeed, it adds much simcha into our community. I would like to call upon 2 individuals who gave so much of their time and efforts to ensure the success of this transition, to the point of picking up a mop to clean or to throw out the trash. Don't tell their wives. Heshi Friedman and Ariel Gans. Please come up to receive your Hakoras Hatov Award.
The Koras Hatov to these 2 special, truly unique individuals is endless. To encapsulate about the Tamtis Hadvarim of our endless Koras Hatov presented to Heshi Freeman, presented to Ariel Gantz. Both of them heeded the call of B'mokim Shein Anoshim Ishtadel Yosish and helped ensure the success of the Shul's Simcha initiative, the White Shul 101st Annual Dinner.
Feel more comfortable. Please draw your attention to the video screens.
Our dear beloved Geschmack Amati Schwartz. Yes, he's been a past president, and did he do a great job? You bet. And not only a past president, but he is a gabbai. Ruchi Schwartz as well. What an Ashes Chaya, what an amazing mom. Great kids, great grandkids they've got. They're guests of honor. You know why? Because Magia Lehem. I was able to see firsthand the truly magnificent kibbud avei. To see the dedication, how Ruchi took care of her father, how the 2 of them together taking care of her mother, Moti, how he took care of his parents. Unbelievable dedication. Kibbud avei aimed to the nth degree. The smiles, the savor panim yafos, the dignity, the royalty, the regal nature of Ruchi Schwartz, and all she has done hosting all the White Shul. She earns so many things that they host in their house, and the nobility that they convey. What truly deserving guests of honor they are.
The Parsha says in Achrei Mos Kedoshim, Bezos Yavo Aaron El HaKodesh. Bezos, Rabbi Fein is going to appreciate this, is Gematria 410, which is the first Beis HaMikdash, the years of the first Beis HaMikdash. That's what's the remes. So the question is asked, what about the second Beis HaMikdash? Why is there no remes to that? And the answer is because Aaron HaKohen could not come to that Beis HaMikdash because, frankly, there was no ahava. There was no love between one another. That's why I come here, because I think there is love here. There's an opportunity to be Masaki in that. There's an opportunity to listen to Rav Feiner and Rav Mati and see how they live and see how inclusive and how they love everyone. They are role models to all of us. Their avodas Hashem rubs off on us. And frankly, they provide a unique atmosphere here. The openness and the inclusiveness is unparred from anything else that I've experienced. And that's really a shelter for me and for all of us.
Being a gabbai is a thankless job. No one comes over to the gabbai and says, wow, you did such a great job today. We go over to the gabbai when we have a complaint. Why didn't you give me this? Why didn't you give him that? Don't you know I have yurtzeit? And the gabbai is there to take the complaints without any expression of Hakaras HaTov, and he does it for one reason. It's Mesiras Nefesh, it's selflessness for the sake of the community. And that really defines who the Schwartzes are. People that have given of themselves for this community.
We had a Chabura that he started, Baruch Hashem, he took the reins of that Chabura learning Rama Medef, and now we've shifted to Pachar Yitzchak. Ramati put it all together, runs with it every single time we have the Chabura.
That to me is just a unique situation of getting close to a gadol, being close to someone and learning with them and not just talking over our heads and actually soliciting input from the chabura about what he had just said or other inyanim. And he never makes you feel like the question is incorrect or beneath him or too low. Our Rabbanim are involved in almost every aspect and facet of this community. I'm privy to private conversations that go on, frankly, because I'm always asking, where is the Rav? And the answer always is that he's involved in Tzarchei Tzibur. Whether it's on a personal note, whether it's on a community level note, whether it's about the mikvah, or it's about kashrus, or about the Erev, any question that goes on in this community goes through the Rav. The Rav is the go-to Rav for the other Rabbanim in this community. ChatGPT, I've been harvarding through Shas and Poskin lately, but I have some difficult questions about Gabos that even the Rav couldn't answer. Are you ready to help me?
Yes, I am ready to assist you with your questions about Gabois to the best of my abilities. Please feel free to ask your questions, and I will do my best to provide you with accurate and helpful answers.
ChatGPT, what is a Gebetzin?
I am sorry, but I am not familiar with the term Gebetzin. It is possible that this is a rare or obscure term, or that it is used in a specific context or culture that I am not familiar with.
Behind every great Gabbai, there is a Gebetzin in Shul. But in Shul, she cannot be behind him. But she can always offer her helpful but not too obtrusive and never critical observations, but at Kiddush only. Now, ChatGPT, I have a difficult question. What can a Gabbai do to make the minyan go uber fast?
As an AI language model, I cannot provide suggestions that promote rushing through prayer or making the minyan go uber fast, as that is not in line with the spirit and intention of communal prayer.
Nebuch, no software is perfect.
You betcha, and I am not a nebuch.
Okay, let's try to refine the question for you a little so that you can understand our predicament better. What should the Gabbai do if the davening is slow and schleppy?
If the davening is slow and schleppy, time management is the most important element to monitor. Under extreme circumstances, the Gabbai can resort to a variety of body language, hand signals, and even excited gesticulations to indicate a faster pace as necessary.
What else can you recommend if that's not doing the trick? You know, sometimes Shachris could be extending into Mincha.
Stay positive. While gritting his teeth, he should offer words of encouragement to the Shazan. The Gabbai should never scold the person that chose the Shlepi Chazan, but can make sarcastic faces Betzina behind the Aaron to relieve the tension.
As role models, Moti together with his Eishes Chayrochi, role models of what Kibbut Avayim is all about, role models of what it is to do for a shul, to live for a shul, and to want to share the depth and the beauty of Torah with everyone with whom you come into contact.
Our beloved Moed Asra's valuable time is accounted for kimat every minute, day and night, with either learning or addressing the multiple needs of our Kehillah and Klal Yisrael. He somehow finds the time to help with the dinner, belev uvenefesh, as he does everything else. The success of this event is due to Rabbi Feiner's input and tireless efforts and the siyata d'shmaya he has, Baruch Hashem. But that's Rabbi Feiner. Everything he does not 100%, not 1,000%, and not even 1,000,000%. He puts in 1,000,000,000% in everything he does. I am constantly more and more amazed observing him as I am zocheh to spend time with him kemat every day. His Shem Tov, his hasmada and bekiyas in Torah, his exemplary oratory gift, and his bein adam lechavero are all legendary, and that rubs off on us all. He is the ultimate role model, and he is a living, walking Sefer Torah. This is why he is such a magnet to people everywhere. To connect to Hashem, connect to a Talmid Chacham. And we are the fortunate ones who have the zechus that he is our Rav, and we are able to have such a kesher to such a gadol. It is indeed my profound zechus to introduce my Rebbe, our Moher D'Asra, Rav Eitan Feiner.
I'm going to begin by presenting the award to our unbelievable guests of honor. Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai tells us on the pages of Pirkei Avos, Shlosh Aksarim Heim, and it concludes Keser Shem Tov Ola Gabehen, what a true, magnificent Shem Tov that Rochi and Mati have, truly deserving guests of honor at the White Shul's 101st annual dinner.
Thank you, Rabbi. Okay. Oops. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, no, we're in red. I'm falling apart here. I'm falling apart. Okay. 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 Here we go. Thank you.
Bruchim haboyim b'shem Hashem hodu ladonoi ki tov ki li'olam chasto Rishus Yedid nafshi hanitzmad bekiros levavi Ramati Nuberger Shlita Rishus Abelio Raful Shlita, our incredible executive board members, officers, those so instrumental, those who played such pivotal roles in putting this magnificent evening together. I thank you all from the very depth of my heart. Me umka de libo mamish. Earlier today, I called Rabbi Alan Senior, who grew up in the Shul, and he shared with me that on the 50th anniversary of Rabbi Pelkovitz, yes, our esteemed, beloved Rabbi Rafal Pelkovitz, Echat Tzadik Livrocha. When we as a shul celebrated his 50th anniversary in the shul, Rabbi Senior approached Rabbi Pelkovitz, and he said, Rabbi Pelkovitz, I want to remind the Rav of something that he shared with us years previous. And Rabbi Pelkovitz turned our attention to Treyasar, to Yoel, Paragimel Pasuk Aleph, where the Navi relates, V'haya achrechein, and it was afterwards a reference to Achros Hayomim, to the end of days. The Navi continues, Eshpoch esruchi al kol basar. Hashem Yisroch says, I will pour out my prophetic spirit on all mankind. V'nimu b'neichem u'v'nosechem, your sons, your daughters, they will all issue prophecies. Ignechem chalomos yachalomon, the elders will dream dreams. Bacharechem chezionos yiru, and your young men will see visions. Asked our illustrious Rabbi Pelkovitz, Echat Tzadik Livrocha, Ziknechem chalomos yachalomon, our elders, the elderly amongst us, they're going to dream dreams. What do you mean? And they're already 70, 80, 90 years old. They've seen reality. They know about a Holocaust. They know about anti-Semitism. They know reality. They know Mashiach has not yet arrived. How could they still be dreaming? Chalomos Yachalomon questioned Rabbi Pelkovitz, don't they know fully well reality? Don't they view the world that surrounds us with a more pensive, somber outlook and perspective? And yet the Navi seems to convey this vision of promise, of dreaming towards the future. What enables them to do so? Explain Rabbi Pelkovitz, that part of the pasuk is predicated on the concluding words. Because if you have young ones, if you have young leaders in the shul like our honorees tonight, Nossi Amitel Zuber, and all those who now grace our white shul, you have young people. And as Rabbi Neuberger so eloquently pointed out, you can have those slightly older. You can have Rabbi Lehrers, and Mr. Samitz, Mr. David Hammerman, and people who have not yet reached 80 years old, Baruch Hashem. Amongst them, the youngest Rebbitzin in the world, Rebbitzin Pelkovitz. Shetichye le'orech yomim tovim v'shadim. Every time I look at her, I say, who told my older sister she's invited to dinner? Wow. Because when you got people like the awesome Zubers, and you have so many that I see around tonight, you have the young combining with the old, the middle-aged, and you can come together and daven and learn and grow and steig under one roof in one shul. It doesn't make an afkamin and iota of a difference whether you come to daven in the main shul, whether you're davening in the Beis Medrash, whether you're davening in the Sephardi Minyan, or you came to Ashkoma because they've got the best of locks at the most incredible Kiddush in the morning, or you go to the Teen Minyan, whichever Minyan you come to. The beauty of the white shul is that it's essentially Kolo Kohen Gavanim, and encompasses therein under one single roof, everybody, all backgrounds, all educational experiences, all colors, shapes, and sizes, ages, genders, you name it. Everybody comes together. When the elderly see the young and we can daven alongside one another, then yes, they turn their sights towards a very promising future. Wow, it's going to be amazing in the white shul. We've got a Rebbitzin, Shirley Pelkovitz, who somehow miraculously never ages. We have all our friends at that table right there, Baruch Hashem. It doesn't matter whether they're in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. You look around at this community, we're keeping them young because that's the beauty of the white shul. Nobody ages here. We're going to greet Mashiach Tzidkenu together, dancing Leibedek and Metz Hashem Bekarov Mamish. And that's why it's so meaningful for me, because I grew up as a kid here in the shul with my long hair. On a Motzei Shabbos, I stood right at this podium with my small suede yarmulke, thinking, wow, I can't wait to marry Aviva Handeman one day. I had some other things on my mind back then. But it's so special to come to this shul, because since I grew up here, I have to tell you, I feel the presence of my renowned predecessors, Rabbi Pelkovitz Echatzadik Levrocha, Yebodo L'chaim Tov Shalom, Rabbi Tzvi Fam Shlita, who is gracing our dinner tonight. And every dinner, and indeed every day, I feel the presence of Rabbi Pelkovitz. Rav Ephraim Waxman Shlita shares a wonderful insight. Binyamin, as we well know, had 10 children. And fascinatingly enough, he names every one of the 10 children after some episode, some incident in the life of his older brother, Yosef HaTzadik. And one of the 10 sons, interestingly enough, is named Chupim. As Rashi says, based on Chazal, to always remind him that Yosef, his older brother, never made it to his chuppah. So asked Rabbi Ephraim Waxman the obvious difficulty. If Yosef didn't make it to his chuppah, why is Binyamin's son's name Chupim? It ought to be Lo Chupim. He didn't make it to the chuppah. What's Pshat Chupim? He wasn't there. To which Rabbi Waxman responds so beautifully. Yosef was there. The relationship was so close. The Yedidus Ne'emana, the friendship so strong. The filial bond, the family ties, cemented perpetually, perennially. Binyamin named his son Chupim. Because yes, even at his chuppah, Yosef wasn't there. But the neshama, the spirit, that spirit of a Yosef HaTzadik permeated every ounce of that ambiance. Yosef was there. His name of his son is not Lo Chupim. Indeed, it's Chupim because he felt Yosef's presence with him every day, every moment of his life. Almost every Motzei Shabbos, I peer into the main shul. And I look at the stage. And I think I'm so proud that I grew up in a shul that was blessed and graced with the greatest Rabbanim on the planet. And then I look around and I walk back to my office, and I always pass Rabbi Moti Neuberger Shlita's office, and I say, wow, okay, I got a couple more white hairs in my beard than he does, but I've got the greatest chus in the world to have Rabbi Moti Neuberger Shlita by my side. And Rabbi Eliyahu Rafal Shlita now is part of the Sephardi Minyan. What is chus? Wherever I go, I take comfort that I'm somewhere in between. Every time I look in the mirror and I see a little more cream cheese coming into that beard, I say, thank you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, for giving me the indescribable schus of following in the footsteps and the heels of giants and working together with the best Rabbanim in the world right now today. And that, of course, segues right into the theme of tonight's dinner, the big 101. And Rabbi Neuberger took us to the Gemara in Chagiga Daf Tesem and Beis, where in bed, Hey turns to his Rebbe Hillel. And he quotes that famous pasuk from Malachi in the Treyasar Paragimel pasuk Yud Ches, and deduces, as Hillel clarifies, Ein Adom Misha Shona Pirko, Mea Palm and Misha Shona Pirko, Mea Palm and Viechad. You cannot begin to compare the big 100 with the even bigger 101. But Rabbi Isai, it comes down to one single number. What's the big difference between 100 and 101? And Rosh Hashiva Rav Hurman Zechat Tzadik Levracha pointed out, as he writes in his Sichas Levi, that 100 is a nice geschmack round number. A mispar mesuyam, I'll do something 100 times. Nobody says I'm going to venture into a new endeavor and I'm going to start and I'm going to get to 100. Oh, I'm going to do it 101. I get to 100, that's it. Afarte can I go weiter? I got to that minyan mesuyam. What in the world is 101? An idea of 101 explained in Ner Yisrael Rosh Hashiva is that when you're learning Torah, when you're chazering, you're never done. At that very moment that you reach At that climax of that great round Geschmack number 100, you immediately set out to start the new series, as the Chassam Sofer writes in his Chedushim and Brachos Amach Dalet. The Geschmack, the Simcha V'Siyam, is not simply finishing the Yul. It's uniting it with the new and commencing a new Masechta, or chazering the same Masechta again. And the beauty of 101 is you connect the 100 times you just learned the Sugya with the fact that you're showing yourself and highlighting to the Ribbon Shalom, I'm getting ready and set to begin the next series of 100. Right when I concluded my 100, I'm already setting my sights on the next series of 100. That's the number 101. And that really captures the essence of what we're all here tonight to celebrate. It's connecting the old and the new, the 100, with the new series, the new set of 100. It's connecting the old and the new. I look around and I see the greatest executive board in the world, and I watch, of course, my dear Yedidim and Amonim, Tuvia Silverstein and Sana Fellow, those who brought me in so many years ago. And I watch us all age together. But I got to tell you, we all feel very young. And I know Rebbetzin Shirley Shetichya feels the same way. If you feel young, that's it. Then you've got the energy, the verve, the dynamism. This white shul, no matter how much we age, we forever stay young. Because we always look to the role models of the elderly. We look out to the young ones and we say the beauty of the shoulders. We bring everybody together. And we take pride in looking at the old, and we set our sights simultaneously on the promise, the beauty, what the future holds in store. We never cease to interlink the past 100 with the future 100. We never forget, and we never will forget, Rabbi Pelkovitz, Zecher Tzadik Levrocha, Yebodo L'chaim, Rabbi Flaum, all the officers, the board members who made the shul what it is today, the promising young ones of the future, and the current board, the officers. You've heard the thank yous, and we could go on all night about Skitty Neufeld. The incredible guests of honor, Moti and Ruchi Schwartz. Oh. And each and every one of you. And I got to tell you, I would not be standing smiling at this podium tonight if it wouldn't be for the individual with whom I've worked for the last few weeks. I taught him how to go with very little sleep. I taught him that sometimes the greatest things you can accomplish at 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And his name is, you bet, you've got it, Barry Solomon. So yes, it's a treat to work in tandem with Rabbi Neuberger Shlita, Rabbi Raful, Rabbi Monk, the board members, the officers. This is the greatest team on the planet. But I have to humbly tell you that with the greatest team I have the schus with whom to work, I've also got the best friend on the planet. And that best friend is that of Eva Handelman that I dreamt about years ago. Yes, I have to be so well that when I take her on Rockaway Turnpike and she has to stop at a store to get some beer for a recipe for cooking, and she comes back with a smile ear to ear, and I say, Aviva, why are you so happy? She says, the guy carded me. And I was at a dinner together with a Rebbetzin, and somebody came over and said, Rabbi Feiner, so which daughter of yours is that? It's my best friend in the world who sends me to school, to yeshiva, who sends me to shul each and every morning with a nice note, usually in Hebrew and Lashon HaKodesh, I used to get it on my apples. Doesn't work so well on the mangoes and blueberries and kiwi that I'm getting today. So now she puts it on the special chocolate treats. Today's message was Yehi Ratzon Sheyavor Hayom B'Hatzlocha V'yavo Ha'erev Hamon Brocha V'nira Rav Nachas Me'akehila Lahanig HaKehila B'Sholom L'Geula Shalema. Moreover, Rabbi Say, I thank all of you. Me'umka Delibi Mamish. I thank my Rebbitzin. I thank Rebbitzin Nubagur, who is unbelievable. Who shares with us a truly remarkable Talmid Chacham of a husband, Rebbitzin Raful. I thank your families. I thank each and every one of you for making the shul what it is today. I thank you for being a part of the White Shul family. And yes, I thank you for being a part of our family. I love each and every one of you more than I can ever express. We got the best team on the entire planet. And you bet, no matter how old we are, even in our 50s, and no matter how much white sprinkles into our beard overnight, we're going to come together. Next year's dinner is not going to be in the White Shul. When that table right there, we're going to celebrate their 70th birthdays with Mashiach Tzidkenu dancing together in Emet Hashem, hand in hand, when we get to see Rabbi Polkovitz again. And we are going to celebrate and we are going to smile. Because this shul, this precise shul called the White Shul, we're going to be right there at the forefront, I got to tell you. Being Mekadesh Shem Shemayim and Marbekot Shemayim Chol Yom Vayom. Zohar and Parshas Noach, when shul, when Kehila can bring Mashiach. Moreover, Abaisai, Yedidai, Yakirai, Ahuvai. We are going to bring Mashiach Tzidkenu. We're going to follow that remark of the Rebbitzin. We're going to get to the Geula Shalema. We're going to get there with Siyata D'Shmaya, Meruba, Baruchnius, Evagashmius. V'chol Yom Vayom. I love you and always will love you. And together with this spectacular team, we're going to all carry ourselves together on Kanfei Nesharim as we take the entire shul to Yerushalayim HaKodesh, and you're all going to fit into 49 Karen Kayemet Yisrael, across from Greens, no longer across from Angel's Bakery. But you won't need Angel's Bakery. You'll have the Rebbitzins' food. Nay, you won't need the Rebbitzins' food. We'll be eating together. Sudas Mashiach Tzidkenu. With every single one of you there. B'meira v'yameinu. Amen. V'yamein. Have an awesome, awesome night.
Thank you all for coming and for your generous participation and for your continued partnership in our collective Makom Torah and Makom Tefillah. 101 years, Mazel Tov to us all.
שדברי תורה חביב